How's it going, YouTube? On this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 Bahamut cards that I am most looking forward to. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do, give me a like, give me a sub. Thank you guys so much for watching. For number 5, we have the Imperial Dragoon. This is the Dragoncraft Legendary. The reason why I'm looking forward to this card is because the Dragoon is going to enable the discard dragon archetype to actually function. We had the cards introduced in Darkness Evolved, but the deck wasn't quite there yet. Now, the Imperial Dragoon will actually make that deck actually function. Now, I imagine there being two different versions. A variation that is a more combo heavy, where you try and do a Dragon Newt or Dragoon combo, and just try and do OTK your opponent, something like that. Then I also imagine a different variation, which is more like controlling style, where you use the Dragoon as an AoE board clear. We'll see which one of those ends up being better. Obviously, I'm more excited to play the controlling style. And I like the Dragoon because he enables a whole archetype. So that is why Imperial Dragoon is my top 5 Bahamut card. Now, for number 4, we have Nephthys. She is the Shadowverse Legendary. Like the Dragoon, this card is going to enable a whole new deck type, and which is why I like this card. As a deck builder, I like being able to build new, different decks, and Nephthys will definitely give Shadow a different direction to go towards. Essentially, she summons a bunch of minions, and she procs all the last words from them. So, you essentially, if you build your deck right, the way she's worded, you can get like a Mordecai, and then either 3 damage AoE, draw cards, get a Lich, something like that. So, the Nephthys deck is going to be really exciting, and it's one of the cards that I'm most looking forward to build a deck with in Rise of Bahamut. In the number 3 spot, we have Albert. He is the Swordcraft Legendary. Now, everyone can agree that Albert is a very strong card, but personally for me, I like Albert because I see him and how he fits into Control Sword, since that is the archetype that I play for Sword. Now, Albert is pretty good in a slower Control Sword deck, because he gives you that burst, that reach that you normally do not have, as you don't have that much burst damage. Now, the other great thing about Albert is that you don't have to play him for 9. You can play him in the mid-game for 5, and he can still fight the board as a 3-5 Storm fairly well. In the late game, you play Olivia, so it's not crazy for you to have an Evo point. And Albert can essentially be 10 burst damage from hand, which is amazing, absolutely amazing for a Control Sword deck. So I'm really excited to try Albert out in my Control Sword deck list. Number 2 on my list is Daria, Dimensional Witch. She is the Runecraft Legendary. You might be noticing a pattern here. I like the cards that allow for new deck types to be built, and Daria certainly does that. She doesn't fit in the standard D-Shift Rune build or anything like that, but I think she would go great in a more aggro or tempo build, where you play really aggressively with your minions, your followers, and then when you are running out of steam, running low on cards, you play Daria, you refill your hand. It doesn't matter if you discard a card or 2, because you're going to draw 5. On top of that, you instantly boost them, so you can play Daria, follow up with low-cost Fate's Hand, Wind Blast, anything like that. And I think Daria will be great in a deck type like that. And that is a new deck that I'm definitely looking forward to building in Rise of Bahamut. I think Daria is a phenomenal card. And it would be great if Rune got more variety. I think that would be great for the game. So I'm really looking forward to Daria. And the number 1 card on my list, the card that I am most looking forward to in Rise of Bahamut, is Bahamut himself. This is by no means a list of the best cards of Bahamut. I do not think that Bahamut is the best card in the expansion. I do, however, think it's a good card. He's a pretty strong effect, and it's a really strong effect for control type decks, which is obviously what I enjoy playing the most. I am personally someone that really enjoys that feeling of playing really big minions, just going ham, hitting someone in the face for 13. That seems really exciting to me, so I'm really looking forward to Bahamut. Now, Bahamut destroys all other followers and amulets, which is a pretty powerful effect. It's like a decree, but on top of that, you have a 13-13 to go with it. So I think that's pretty strong. Now, he can't attack the enemy leader if they have 2 or more minions, but I don't really think that's a big of an issue. It's way better than having to discard your hand, if you want to compare it to Deathwing. Since you keep your hand with Bahamut, and he clears the board, okay, your opponent will play, 2 or 3 minions, but you have your hand, your spells, your removal, as a control deck, where you can remove them and then end the game with Bahamut. So I think that is not really a big drawback. You can compare Bahamut to Santa, right? Prince of Darkness. But Prince of Darkness is a 6-6 that doesn't fight the board, that next turn gives you a 13-13 and doesn't do anything. Bahamut, when he comes down, he instantly contests everything on the board, he clears everything, and he's at the same time at 13-13. Yes, he can be removed, Dance to Death, Execution, stuff like that, but I think the effect is really powerful, and it's all in one card. One card that clears the board and gives you a big-ass minion. So I think the effect is really strong, and more than anything, I'm going to have a lot of fun playing Bahamut. So Bahamut is the card that I'm most looking forward to in Rise of Bahamut. The expansion is going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy watching me build all the new decks and try all the new stuff out.